Hello guys, today we'll continue to talk about the MCU figures. So today we have Doctor Strange from Multiverse of Madness and Scarlet Witch from Infinity War. They are both from S.H.Figuart, the two powerful magic users in the MCU. I'm excited to talk about them. So now let's have a look with the Doctor Strange. So in the front of the box we have a circle open window to see the figure itself, and we got bunch of hand accessories and some magic effect right there. And behind the box we have see some promotion photo of posing the figures and some instruction down there. So let's get right into it and open the boxes and see what come inside these figures. So right out of the box we can see a bunch of changeable hands. There's total 7 pairs of extra changeable hands, and the one with the ring that he can open the magical teleporting door, and some magical effects right here. And this particular snake magic is the one he's using in the movie. So now let's get the figure out and have a closer look on it. So first hand impression is this figure head sculpt is really awesome. And this looks like Benedict Cumberbatch, and this is really good head sculpt. I think it's more realistic than the other Doctor Strange figure from the S.H.Figuart, and I love this head sculpt. The second part I want to talk about is the cape. So the cape first of all can be removed from the figures. Behind the figures there's a hole in here, so you can use this part to like put into the figures and slide in, so it will be stay on the figures. But right now we remove it first, so for better talk about the cape. So the cape is soft good materials, and there's a wire on the edge of the cape so that you can pull different poses for the cape. And I think it's a really nice design. But also there's one complaint of the cape is that after putting it onto the figures, these two right part over here, because there's no wire design all the way at the end of this part, so it will not stay on the figures like the movie. Little bit disappointing thing right here, but for other thing, I'm very satisfied with this cape design, and I love the tailoring is so good, and the design of detail is also really on point. And so far the cape part, I would give a 9 out of 10 of this. Just 1 point deducted from these particular areas thing. So let's remove the cape and talk about the figures. So the figure itself is really well sculpted. As I said before, you can see the details on this figure is crazy. Especially the neckness right here of him keeping the time stone thing. It is really detailed, and I love it. And behind the figure itself, after removing the cape, there will be a big hole right here. But don't worry, the figures come with an accessory to let you cover the hole. Is this accessory, so you can just slide in there and to cover this hole right here like this, just like that. And of course we have to talk about that bunch of changeable hands right here. You can pose so many different magic posing of Doctor Strange, and I think there's all really great accessory. You can use your imagination to recreate different posing scenes and make some really cool poses. And this one changeable hand is for displaying the magic of the Doctor Strange. Is this fist hand with a plate over here, so you can just put on the magic effect right here, so you can display Doctor Strange using magic poses. And I think this is a really good accessory, and I love this magic effect. And also there's an open palm hand to install this magic effect. And last, we have to talk about the final magical effect right here is the snake. So in the movie, Doctor Strange used a few time of transforming his hand into this snake creature to attack his enemy. And I think this is a really nice accessory. Although this time there's only a few magical effects, but I'm still really happy what we got in this figure. And for this magic snake effect, this figure also come with a little stand for you to support the magical snake effect balancing after install it into the Doctor Strange hand. I think this is a really nice accessory and I love it. So this figure also come with a little accessory of this. You can plug in the cave right here. So as long as if you're having a display stand, you can display this cave separately. But this figure did not come with a stand, so you have to prepare your own stand for displaying the cave separately. So after playing the figures around, I found that this time the changeable hand is much easier to change the hands. I'm very happy that S.H.Figuart had improved their design on changing the hand. It's no longer very struggling for every time to change the hand. Doctor Strange has so many different changeable hands, so the design improvement is really improve the overall experience on these figures. I'm really happy with the improvement of design. And one thing I have to talk about is this little part that cover the whole behind the figure back is kind of easy to fall off time to time, so be careful with yours. So overall, I think this figure is really amazing. Although the figures have provided us many accessories, but most of them are the changeable hands. We only got like 3 magical effects for these Doctor Strange figures. If Bandai giving us more magical effects for Doctor Strange figures, that would be great. But this time, this figure compared to the previous Doctor Strange figures, the magical effect is very lacking. So for this part, I have to deduct a few parts for this figure. So overall, I would give this figure a 7 out of 10. It's a really great figure, but due to the accessory or little design problem, and the most importantly is they did not provide us the display stand for this figure. So deducted few mark in there, so 7 out of 10. So the next we'll talk about the Scarlet Witch. So in front of the box you can see the figures, and you can see a changeable head sculpt, hairstyle, little effect part right there. Behind the box you can see the promotion photos and some instruction right here. So let's get right into it and unbox the boxes. So right out of the box, you can see the accessory, the effect part right over here. So 3 pairs of changeable hands right here, a different head sculpt and a different hairstyle. So let's get the figure out and see how the figure looks like in a closer look. So first of all, this figure looks amazing because of the head sculpt. The head sculpt is really look like the actress Elizabeth Olsen, and this is really beautiful head sculpt. I think this is amazing. And the other part of the clothing is really detailed. I think they've done a really great job for sculpting these clothing on the figures. And speaking of the head sculpt, this figure comes with another changeable face that her eye is looking the other way. Let's see how to change it. It's really simple. You just remove the hair right here, remove the face, and plug in the other face right here. And also we can see the other hairstyle right here. Plug in the other hairstyle just like this. And now you can have other facial head sculpt right here. But actually, two facial expression is the same. It's just the eye is looking into different direction. It's not much difference. So although the head sculpt is nearly perfect, but I hope them give us another facial expression, for example, angry or grieving face. Yeah, probably can give us more facial expression for the Scarlet Witch. But I'm really happy that we got a different changeable face. Just a little opportunity that Bandai has once again missing. And for articulation, I have to mention about the clothing right here will block the leg movement, so you cannot move around very wide open when the clothing right here will block the movement right here, block the articulation. So when posing this figure, you have to like adjust it and be careful with the balance. Speaking of the accessory, although it's come with 3 pairs of hand, but only one hand that can have a hole in there to install the effect part is this pair of hand. So with the hole in here, you can plug in this Scarlet Witch Chaos Magic effect into this hole right here, just like this. And you can change the figure's hands right here. So after trying to change the hand right here, it's feel a little bit difficult. Yeah, it's not easy as Doctor Strange changing the hand right here. It's more feeling of you have to put some effort on try to changing the changeable hands right here. So when changing the hand, be careful with yours. You better change your hand first, then plug in the effect part. Otherwise, when try to forcing it, put on the hand, the effect part may fall off. So there's one pair of smaller effect part like this, and one more longer effect part like this. So while I try to remove the hands right here, these little peg right here have been also removed alongside with the hand. So when you're removing the hand right here, please be careful. I believe this time this joint right here is much easier to break than the other SHF figures that I bought before. So I get a feeling that if you're not careful enough, this ball joint will be damaged, so be careful with yours. And again, this figure did not come with a display stand. You have to prepare your own stand to display these Scarlet Witch flying poses. So this figure I think is really amazing, especially the head sculpt. The head sculpt was the biggest selling point of these figures. Although the effect part are a little bit lacking, but if you want more effect part of these Scarlet Witch figures, you have to buy the endgame version. Though that version come with more effect part and have one more facial head sculpt that have red glowing eyes. So I love this version. It's come with a different head sculpt, and some of the effect part is enough for you to pose many different poses. And I love this figure, and I will give this figure a 8 out of 10. So in conclusion, I love these two figures. I think they're both very amazing figures. And the changeable hands problem for the S.H.Figuart has been improved in the Doctor Strange figures, but the Scarlet Witch figure still have this very hard to change the hand problem. So be careful with yours when you want to change your hands. And I don't know why they did not produce Multiverse of Madness Scarlet Witch figures. That outfit was amazing. And hopefully we can saw Scarlet Witch in the big screen once again in the future. And hopefully that we can have an update version of S.H.Figuart's Scarlet Witch. So this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoy my video unboxing and talk about these MCU figures. If you like this video, please give a like and consider subscribe. I hope I can see you in my next video. Goodbye.